Bonsai is the cultivation of tiny trees in pots. And although we talk a lot about the development and refinement of the trees, we very seldom actually talk about the pot itself. Keep watching as I talk about the importance of bonsai pots and show you some of the more incredible bonsai pots in my own personal collection. Bonsai, a Japanese art form, involves the cultivation of miniature trees in containers that mimic the shape and scale of full-size trees in nature. While the tree itself often takes centre stage, the pot in which it resides is an equally vital component of the composition. The pot provides not only a home for the roots of the tree, but also plays an important role in the aesthetic presentation and health of the bonsai tree. The pot acts like a frame for the tree and can be chosen to contrast or complement the tree, its leaves, bark, flowers or fruit. Here I'm going to explore the multifaceted importance of the pot in bonsai, encompassing its functional, aesthetic and symbolic dimensions. I'm also going to share with you a number of favourite pots from my own collection. Functional role. The primary function of the pot in bonsai is to provide a controlled environment for the tree's roots. A well-chosen pot must have adequate drainage to prevent waterlogging, which can lead to root rot and other health issues. Visual weight and balance play crucial roles in bonsai aesthetics, influencing the overall harmony of the composition. Some of these conventions are derived from artistic and photographic composition principles, like the rule of thirds, to give a sense of repose, stability and naturalness. Proportions of pot height to trunk width. This ratio ensures that the pot complements the tree's trunk size, providing stability and visual balance. A pot's height should generally be proportional to the trunk's width to create a harmonious visual relationship between the tree and its container. This balance prevents the tree from looking either too heavy or too light in the pot. Pot width to tree height. The ratio of pot width to the tree height helps determine the overall visual balance of the composition. Typically, the pot's width should be around 2/3 of the tree's height. This ratio provides adequate support for the tree, while maintaining a visually pleasing proportion between the foliage and the container. These ratios are devised to mimic the proportions found in nature and to create a sense of harmony and stability in the bonsai composition. However, there are circumstances where these ratios might not work perfectly. Exceptional tree characteristics. Some bonsai trees may have unique characteristics, such as unusually thick trunks or sprawling root systems, that deviate from the typical proportions. In such cases, adjustments to the pot's dimensions may be necessary to maintain balance and aesthetic appeal. The material of the pot also affects its functionality. For example, unglazed clay pots are often preferred for their porous nature, which allows air to reach the roots, promoting healthy growth. Aesthetic significance. Aesthetically, the pot is an integral part of the bonsai's overall artistic design. The harmony between the tree and the pot is essential in creating a cohesive and pleasing visual composition. The pot's colour, shape and texture should intentionally complement or contrast the tree's style, size and foliage. For instance, a pot with a rustic texture might enhance the natural look of a rugged aged tree, while a smooth, elegant pot might suit a more refined and delicate bonsai. The pot should not overshadow the tree, but instead serve as a subtle frame that highlights the tree's beauty and character. The shape of the pot can also influence perception of the tree. Rectangular pots are often used for formal, upright bonsai styles, while oval or round pots may be chosen for more informal, flowing designs. The depth of the pot affects the visual stability of the tree. A deep pot can provide a sense of sturdiness, whereas a shallow pot might give an impression of fragility and elegance. For compositions that have an imbalanced centre of gravity, such as cascades, the sturdy pot gives a sense of stability and repose. Delicate trees, such as Japanese maples, benefit from shallow, graceful pots that lend an air of lightness and elegance. The choice of pot can thus accentuate the tree's unique qualities and contribute to the storytelling aspect of bonsai art. Symbolic and cultural dimensions. Beyond functionality and aesthetics, the pot in bonsai holds symbolic significance. In traditional Japanese culture, the pot represents the earth, providing a grounding element that connects the heavens, represented by the tree, to the physical world. This symbolism underscores the philosophy of bonsai as an art form that harmonizes nature and human creativity. The traditional Japanese aesthetic is more austere and less showy, influenced by Zen simplicity, typically putting greater emphasis on the tree with muted earthy tones and unglazed pots. The selection of the pot can also reflect cultural and personal expressions. Many bonsai practitioners choose pots that resonate with their own tastes, cultural heritage, or artistic vision. Like a great many bonsai enthusiasts, I've got a large and varied selection of bonsai pots, particularly by British bonsai potters, and I'd like to share some of those with you here. I should also make a special mention of Elizabeth Cruttenden, who very kindly supported my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I've long been a fan of the fantastic bonsai pots of Elizabeth Cruttenden of Hinata Ceramics, and you will have seen them on this channel before. Several of my trees are in her exquisitely crafted, high quality pots. You can also see several of her pots featured on the channel of Patricia of the Bonsai Balcony.
But this is another tree that it's one of Elizabeth Cruttenden's pots. They make these trees so beautiful.
And these beautiful Shohin and Mame pots superbly showcase Patricia's charming little pine trees in particular. Elizabeth has a great shop on Etsy, Hinata Ceramics, which I highly recommend you check out, with lots of various designs, sizes, shapes and beautiful glazes. These really are superb high quality pots. The pot is an indispensable element in bonsai, serving crucial functional, aesthetic and symbolic roles. Understanding and appreciating the importance of the pot allows bonsai enthusiasts to create compositions that not only showcase the beauty of the tree, but also tell a deeper story of balance, tradition and artistry. As such, the pot should always be considered with the same care and attention as the tree itself, ensuring that both elements work together to create a living work of art. I hope you found that video interesting, and if so, you should definitely check out this video next.